season. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Golden Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quick release on the RPO. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice...
Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
This is a design run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense started the season off with a bang.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It's caught. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Hokies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. That's caught. It's Adams. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure.
Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Caught in the backfield. It's locked. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've reached a break. It's Southern Mississippi on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back to pass on second down. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff that easy act.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Unloads to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
The throw to the outside is complete. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They go to the draw. Fights off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Got a man. It's Wiggins. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make more.
He's got it, 1st down and more. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
3rd and long, and they can get the 1st down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. The field goal is no good. Guys, the missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a chance. Did the work himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's 1st down. Here we go. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Golden Eagles with the 1st and 10. Let's go! Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to the big tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Adams. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught near the sticks. It's Wiggins. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything. Perfectly, except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback needs to make a better throw. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out to be able to decline the penalty. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. To have the ninth snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Finds his target down the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. Are forced to settle for 3.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. And And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. It's on target and complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wiggins. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Looking for the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Snapped it in the shotgun. He's got it for the two-point conversion, and now they're back to within one possession. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. The give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Baylor. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin in the... He's got it for a big play. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Southern Miss. then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Gathering up a head of steam out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Finds his man. It's Wiggins. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Snow. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Hey, I got to be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Calls his own number. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Looking down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I'd like to see the receivers do a better job fighting to get open on that scramble play. The quarterback's flushed out. He's working to his left. You now need to break the route off. You got to run with him. Someone's got to go down the boundary. Someone's got to come back to the quarterback and give him a place to go with the ball.
And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now?
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Makes the grab on the left. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
On the run, still looking. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
He wants to throw it again. Setting up the screen. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hokies! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. They want to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. 2-pointer is good, and now it's a 1-score game here deep in the 4th. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Fires to the right. Just a hair too much on him from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And the Hokies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Into the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Man, great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best 2-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
Snap in the shotgun. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking to scramble. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Adams. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth, so of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The Hokies have moved it inside the 20. Back to pass. Hauls it in. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively, as passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Touchdown, Hokies! They strike first here in overtime. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Gray. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Yeah, and these big fellas, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run around you, but so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
It's third down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
That'll do it! The sack ends it as the defense puts the final nail in the coffin. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.